In this video, we're going to be uploading our songs, making sure your files meet the platform's requirements. We'll also be filling out the metadata for each song on the Tracks tab. You can upload your audio files and change the order of the audio files. You can also assign the files to different sides of the vinyl. This is where you can also delete your files. The recommended format is a WAV file with 2 channels. We accept 16 and 24-bit with a sampling rate from 44.1 kHz to 96. The files should be at least 10 seconds long. While MP3 files can be uploaded, WAV files provide a higher quality. Once uploaded, you can reorder the songs by dragging them up or down. Let's talk about track limits. For CDs, it's 1 to 25 tracks, each at least 10 seconds long, with a maximum of 79 minutes. For vinyl, the limits are 1 to 8 tracks per side. Each song must be at least 10 seconds long, with a maximum of 23 minutes per side. When you are finished with uploading the audio files and arranging the order, press Done. Anytime you want to add, remove tracks, or change the order, press Edit again, followed by Done when finished. Now we come to the second important part of the Tracks tab, adding and editing the track metadata. The track's metadata tells us everything about the track within this release. Examples are track title, primary artist for the track, any additional primary or featured artists, songwriters, and codes to identify a recording. To see the metadata for each track, you have to make sure you are not in edit mode. Then you can click on the track to see its metadata. To save the metadata for each track, you can click the Save button. The first thing to check is the track title. By default, this will be the file name of your audio upload. Change it so it shows as your actual song title. This is important so we can pay the songwriters correctly, and also that the audio player in the store will list all of your tracks with the correct titles. Never add the artist name to the song title. Also, don't use words like remix or John's remix. This would go into the next field called subtitle. If you decide to use the artwork wizard when uploading your artwork, entering your track titles correctly is crucial, as they will be used to generate the track listing for the back cover of your vinyl or CD. Check the primary artist, which is usually the primary artist from the release metadata that you have already filled out. The only reason when it won't be is if the release is actually a compilation featuring many different artists. Then the release metadata tab would say various artists in the primary artist field, and in the primary artist field for every track you would list all the different artists occurring on this compilation. The first example is the additional artist field. If there are any additional artists, enter the name, then choose their role from the drop down menu, either primary or featured, and they will be added. Always enter one name per entry. If you have 2 additional artists, enter the name of the first artist, select their role from the drop down menu, and then enter the second artist and select their role. To remove a name, just click the X next to the name. If you have 2 primary artists, they are seen as equals. A featured artist, on the other hand, is seen as a guest artist for the primary artist. Let's fill out the content type. Musical work, non-musical work, like podcasts or soundscapes, and a medley, which is a combination of tracks. For every track, we need to know who the songwriters were. It is your responsibility to accurately enter the songwriters and publishers to the best of your knowledge in the track metadata section, especially if the song is a cover version, so we can ensure the correct writers are paid. Use the clone symbol if you want to copy an entry to all other tracks, saving you a lot of work. A composer is the one that is a songwriter for the melody, and the author is a songwriter for the lyrics. And if they did both, you can add them as the composer and author for both roles. If you know the publisher information, enter the company name, then select Publisher from the drop-down menu, and it will be added. To remove a songwriter, click the X next to the name you want to remove. Mark if the track has explicit content. This will display an explicit symbol next to the track. Add the recording rights owner in this section, and the year of ownership registration. This is usually the date the track was recorded, or when the rights were acquired. If you have your own ISRC codes, enter them into the ISRC field. You must be a registered record label in the UK with the PPL to register your own codes. This code is necessary to uniquely identify this recording. For example, if a broadcaster plays this recording, they must pay for it. It allows them to look up who to pay. If you don't have your ISRC, leave the field empty and we will give you a code for free. Once a release is locked, you can come back and check the ISRC we issued in every track. Please check out FAQs for more information. Now let's do some final checks. Watch out for any red validation errors. Preview each track to confirm everything is correct. Now you should see 2 green ticks in the progress status field. And that's it for uploading your tracks and metadata. In the next video, we're going to cover how to upload our artwork.